How's it going, everybody? Skittlekicks here. So I've added a new graphics mod to my game. I did remove Visual V. The reason I did was because I was really impressed by what I saw Jeffrey Gamer using, and that's NVE. And it looks pretty amazing. Now, I am using reshade. Here's my reshade right here. I'm using levels to get a really nice dark sky. Let me turn these off so you can kind of see. This is just with the mod. Now, this is in the evening, so it's not as dark as I like it. I like it where the night sky is just really dark. Gives it kind of like an eerie thing, so that's what levels does. It just makes it so much darker. See? It's a huge difference. And here's the settings down here for that. So I have a 41 and 246 with your white level, so your black point and your white point. This is what I use. Then I use clarity to kind of clean things up a little bit. And it's just the default settings. I haven't touched this. I do use HDR sometimes. I use dehaze. The best way to describe dehaze is it kind of removes the hazy look on the game sometimes, and it's really noticeable in certain angles. This is probably not a really good example, but that's okay. I was using Gloom AO, which it darkens it a little bit, but not much. Adds a little more something to it. And then Radiant GI. And I've noticed that once again, there's an error message that keeps coming up when reshade is loading. If you're using, I think it's Radiant and Gloom AO, it comes up with this weird message at the beginning of it, and you don't see it until the reshade loader disappears. But it'll say like, fix mod or whatever. So there's something in the actual thing that's broken. I don't know what it is. This is the latest update of Reshade, by the way. To fix my lighting after I added the graphics card, I had to fix my lighting because it completely destroys it. It makes everything look dull and boring and just ugh, right? So I brought out the Charger Cruiser for Los Angeles Police, and we're gonna go full on lights right there, and everything's popping, right? Everything's great, right? Look at this. Look at how amazing that looks. That's with the better reflections and all of that. Looks amazing, right? This is the annoying part. Let me demonstrate, okay? Turn my lights off. Watch the headlights when I turn my lights on. Do you see those little strobing effect? Look at how dull that is, right? Those look terrible in the daylight. I've gone through visualsettings.dat to the corona section as well as the emissions, and I try to figure out what would adjust that. Nothing does, but if you look at the reflections on the ground, they pop really nice. Taillights are the same way. The reverse lights, those little strobes inside the reverse heads, they do not light up bright enough. They should be a lot brighter than that. It should be about the level of emission that the light bar has, or if anything, the taillights have. And if you look at the ground, you can see how bright they are. Now again, let me go to the daylight mode and you'll see what I'm talking about here. So we'll get out of the freeze time mode. We'll go back to, let's go to afternoon. And as you can see, they just kind of disappear, right? Now, I don't know where that setting is. I can't find it. I've looked and I've tested. I've been at this since 7:30 in the morning, my time. So we're looking at several hours of trying to troubleshoot this. I mean, yeah, it's kind of like, well, I'm just being picky, but dang it, I like how, my lights pop. Look at how everything pops, and these headlights look pathetic. This is pitiful. I do have to change my driving headlights for nighttime because I turned them down too low. I didn't realize I did that, so I got to go back and fix that. That I know where that is. I just got to check the emission on that one, raise it up to a higher level. But yeah, that is very depressing. I don't know why. Every one of my cars does this now. All the cars should work like this, except for the reverse light strobes and the headlight strobes. Again, they look good. Like, okay, so let me pull forward a little bit here so I'm running this car. So let's go in reverse here. I'll just bump it. See how bright that is? That's about where I want these strobes to be, a little bit like that, but not like blinding, because they used to be pretty blinding, a little bit annoying, especially at night. It was very distracting, so I liked that they're lower, but that's still too low for my taste. So if you have an idea where this is located, in what part of the settings, because I've changed everything I can think of. I've changed ELS settings in the INI, the actual root INI. I have actually reinstalled ELS's core files just to make sure, except for the actual folder. I didn't change that out because I don't want to lose my settings there. I changed visuals. I've added better reflections. I've tested all this stuff out, like all the different visuals that I have, the visualsettings.dat files. Nothing corrects that. Nothing corrects it. So if you know where it is, please let me know in the comments below. And I will see you in the next episode of LSPDFR. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.